Hello and welcome to another Purveyor of Light Photoshop quick tip. Today we're going to show you probably the most easiest way of making a collage in Photoshop. You won't believe how easy it is. We're basically going to use one technique and we can put as many photos or as little photos as we like together in a collage. It'll blend nicely, it'll look great, and you'd be surprised on how you can impress your friends and family with these collages. So I'm here in Photo Mechanic, which is my choice of rating and culling photos. And so I'm looking through some old shoots here, and I have a couple different ones. So I'm looking for a theme, okay? And I'm thinking that possibly all of these that are color-coded green go together. And I figured that would be a great way to start with it. Okay, so if I just turn around and pop it in and get some of my green in there, I think. So I think that's going to be pretty good. So we'll select the photos, we'll get into Photoshop, and we'll get jumping in. Okay, all right. So into Photoshop. So this is what I've selected as the centerpiece image. Lee here, you got to meet her to appreciate her. She's like a ray of sunshine. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is, this girl can put a smile on your face. She has a bubbly personality, lovely person. Okay, so that's going to be my centerpiece image. And I've selected, this is my secondary image. And this is my third image. So we're just going to do a 3-picture collage. Could we do more? Absolutely. But for time constraints here, I'm only going to show you a technique, right? I'm not going to give you a finalized collage, all right? We're just giving you the technique so you can go play with it. All right, so that's my centerpiece image. I'm ready to go. We need to get a new image ready that'll take all these pictures, right? So we're going to go up to File. We're going to go up to New. And I'm just going to make a 16:9, which is a standard widescreen, you know, for movies and such. Going to do it in RGB. And I'm going to do it with a black background by default. Because black will go well with the compositing. All right, so we'll hit OK. And so there we have their new document. And that'll be our canvas for all the other images. So I'm going to select what's my center tone. This is my center image. I'm going to use the move tool and I'm going to click and drag it up on the untitled and drop it in. It'll give me the warning about the depth size. We say, okay, great. And now I have the image in. I can move it around, okay, however I wish. Command and Control T, which will enable me to size the image up. And again, I size it up to what I think it's going to look good. No right or wrong. And if I change my mind, I can always change my mind. All right. So we're going to say there. All right. So I position that. And so now what I need to do is I need to get rid of all these flat square, borders, because we don't want that. We want things to blend, together. So we do that by using masks. All right. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to select the mask and I put a mask on that layer. All right. Now, what's the rule? White reveals, black conceals. Okay? Just keep saying that sentence as long as you live, and you'll never have a problem with masks in Photoshop. White reveals, black conceals. All right. So now I have this. I have my mask on it. I'm going to use the gradient tool. All right? So I click on the gradient tool, make sure I'm on black and white on my platelet, and I am going to pull down on my basic tab here for the gradient, and I'm going to select foreground to transparent. All right. That's very important. I'm going to use the second one, which is the radial, which means circular. All right. And I'm going to just come in right in the center of the image, and I'm going to drag out. Okay. How I drag out is going to depend on how I blend it together. If I need to make adjustments, I can drag these things one way or the other to make adjustments. I can move the entire circle around by making adjustments. Okay? And so when I'm happy, we're good. Now, if you make a mistake or you need to make more adjustments, go to your adjustments panel. Go into Properties, and then hit the Gradient key. And under the Gradient key, you have all the adjustments. You could come in and make fine adjustments. See, I can come in and squeeze it in tighter. Okay? I could turn around and, restrict it the other way, make it brighter. It's totally under my control. Okay? So, now that that's done, I have my first image in my thing. And you notice how it's blending in so that we can make a collage. Okay? No wrong or right. It's about what you think you like and so forth. Again, I'm teaching a technique, not a finished product. All right, so I've got my first image in there. We've got it on the background. We're looking pretty good. Let's do a couple more. So I've got the next picture. I'm going to take a move tool, and I'm going to take it in, move it into the untitled, and I'll put it in. It'll say yes, and here I am too big. Again, I can position this how I want this to appear. Okay? I could leave it this size or I could scale it. All right? When I'm happy, I put a mask on. Okay? And now I take the gradient tool. And now from the center, again with the circular, I could come in and make a blend into this. And there we are again. If I need to move things around, I can most certainly click and drag. I told you this was such a simple technique. All right? So one more. Take this picture, drag it in, and we're going to take it and drag it into the untitled. Drop it in. Okay? Command and Control T to size it up. Drag it into position. How I want it to be. Maybe I want the face to be much bigger. Okay? Maybe I just wanted that to be the theme of this. Okay? And I hit OK. I'm going to turn around and put a mask on it. And then I'm going to take the gradient tool. And I am going to, from the center out, I'm going to come in and do this and blend in. Now, that is the technique. Would I do this in real term? I would be using more photos and I would be performing the collage. But I just wanted to show you. Just learning how to use the gradient tool, you can sit here and make beautiful collages. Okay? And it's your imagination and your creativity is your limits. And so it's a technique that I wanted to teach you so you're not afraid to go in. Now what I want you all to do, I want you to go grab a few of your photos and I want you to put together a collage. Okay? And remember, you can always adjust things as you go. I could come in and say, well, I don't know. I think I changed my mind on this. Well, Command and Control T. And then you can say, okay, I'm increasing this one. You can do this after the fact. It's okay. See, I'm changing the collage even after because I'm changing my mind. And you'll notice how everything is starting to blend beautifully together. Okay? So that's the technique. Like I said, I'm not going to waste your time by sitting here doing a full collage because I know me. I'd be here for an hour doing a collage, putting all the final touches and using a bunch of 30 images and so forth and so on. But I just want to get you in and I want you to get playing. So take this technique and have some fun. All right, guys, till next week, you guys take care.